Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin is still consolidating, hasn't moved much today. Overall, the market has been quite friendly today. We've seen a few altcoins break out or at least rally substantially, while others have just been consolidating, but overall rather friendly today. Bitcoin has been fairly neutral, which is absolutely okay. I'm happy with that. It looks as if on the smaller time frame, a bit of a pennant pattern or a bull flag triangle is forming, which is pretty good to see. A bit of a textbook continuation pattern there. This shows you the roadmap basically to around about 100K, 125K. These can shift these can shift still, these waves a little bit, but overall, the bull market is sort of what we are focusing on. At least the trend is up. We've been bullish since, I think it's been January 2023. On this overall trend, right? I mean, shorter time frames always, time frame trends tend to change quickly, but for most people, as I've said, throughout the entire bear market, the best strategy is gradual accumulation. Okay, I've been talking about that in basically every third or fourth video. I've warned against trying to trade every single wave, but instead just gradual accumulation, or at least accumulate, build a core position, and then you can still diversify and trade around that. But have a position has definitely been the narrative, and still there are people who haven't got a position, even though they have an interest in getting a position, and they still haven't got a position. And as I've said many times, I don't understand that. So if you want a position, I can only say get one. I mean, that's entirely up to you if you do it in the end. But the time to build was basically the bear market. And I always say that, don't get confused with the time frames. If you are trading the very short term, then it's important to be up to date with the hourly charts, the 4-hourly charts. But if you're just interested in trading 200K, 125K, I don't know, 75, 80K, then don't worry about the short-term trends, which can change, from one day to another. Welcome, this is crypto, because you might miss a short-term update, and that's the problem. Therefore, as I said, for most people, it's been the best. It would be the best choice to just gradual accumulation, build a core position. I did that throughout the bear market, as you know, and I'm equipped for a bull run. And that was one of the biggest regrets I had in the last bear market, not this one, but the one before, that I didn't have a large enough core position. Okay, I fixed that this time, and I mentioned that many times. So I can't really say more than giving some general guidance. You then eventually have to decide what that means for you, your cash flow position, your cash position, your risk profile, your strategies, and so on. What I wanted to emphasize is, yes, the trend is up. The assumption is we are going to all-time highs. We've been focusing on that since January this year. Now, obviously, that we've broken out, you could say the road is much clearer. However, it can still break down. So I have to highlight that. Obviously, we are just back to basics. We live in the present. A lot of people still speculating, oh, do we get new bear market lows, or could this or that happen? Honestly, as a trader, and also as someone who's analyzing markets, you have to focus on the present. You can really only analyze what you see. There are people who say, okay, it could still go of course it could go down, but the trend is up. The trend is up, and the trend has been up for a while, and people still talk about a bear market, right? Yes, those people who talk about Bitcoin in the bear market, they've become a bit quiet now. I've been highlighting that Bitcoin obviously doubled the price since November 22, right? And more than doubled now, and it's just not a bear market. It hasn't been a bear market since, I would even say, since March, for Bitcoin at least. Many altcoins obviously still made new lows, but Bitcoin is just not a bear market. Why would you call it a bear market if it doubled in price? Now it can still, of course, it can go to new not all-time lows, but bear market lows. We don't know that. That's why it's so important to just follow the trend, And if it comes down once more at the later stage, then it will make sense to build that core position even further, in my opinion. So it could still be that this was an A wave, this was a B wave, and this here is a C wave. Now this will become more likely if we get to 50K without a wave 2 correction. So if the A wave and the C wave have basically the same length, that's the 1-to-1 ratio around 50K. I would already like to avoid, in the interest of a bullish scenario, that Bitcoin breaks above 43K. Why is that the case? That's the case because if this was a wave 1 to the upside, this was a wave 2 pullback, then this here would now be the wave 1 of the larger degree third wave. And if this is the wave 1 of the larger degree third wave, we don't want it to reach the 1-to-1 ratio, because then the A wave and the C wave have the same length, or in a bullish interpretation, wave 1 and the lower degree wave 1 have the same length. And that would basically mean that it's more likely in ABC, or at least it increases the probabilities. So what we essentially, to keep it simple, what we would like to see is the price just to form this 5-wave structure here, land in this area between basically 38.3K to 43K, then come down, do a wave 2 correction, and then go up further in wave 3. This would be the most bullish scenario. If we break above 43K, it increases the risk that new bear market lows are coming. It's quite funny. It looks more bullish then, but it's actually not, based on experience and based on Fib levels. Okay. So let's go to the shorter time frame wave count. This hasn't changed at all today. So the idea is still, and I'll keep this one short, that we are still here in this potential triangle. It could turn into a WXY structure. I mean, at the moment, I still prefer one more high in a wave 5 of 3. Basically, the idea is that this could be a bullish pennant, like a triangle. Yeah, or it could become a more complex WXY. But as long as we're holding the 50% Fib level and Bitcoin is holding it, which is at 32,750, we should see further continuation to the upside. But there is literally not anything here to add on the smaller time frame, in addition to previous videos. Yeah, that's my update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership if you're interested in the S&P, as well as stock and shares updates. Check out our stocks and S&P 500 service. Link is in the description. And yeah, tomorrow we've got our member live stream. So if you want to join that, check out our membership. Tomorrow we talk about some strategy recommendations in case you think that you might have missed the boat. Yeah, there are some people out there who haven't got a position. You know, even though I constantly highlighted it is so useful to have a position, they didn't get one. So what could these people do? There's sort of some, there are a lot more people out there than we think, I think, who feel left out a little bit. So we want to talk about in tomorrow's live stream. So check it out if you're interested. But yeah, enjoy your Sunday, Saturday, Sunday, depending on where you are. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.